Dear brothers and sisters, followers of School of Healthcare's Complete Naturopathy Medicine, allow us to take this opportunity to thank you so much for following our channel, S Healthcare CNM TV. Today, we are going to present to you a very important issue on how your food can be used to fight inflammation, the daily food you have in your hand, in your home. Now, let's start. What is inflammation? Normal inflammation is the normal process our body has to fight invaders. That is the normal process the Creator has put in the body. Immune system has to wake up and fight against whatever attacks the body. That is the role of our immune system. Yeah, they are the soldiers of the body. They have to wake up whenever there is an attack. So, even those free radicals, they are invaders of the body. Even if they are not, they do not have life, but they are dead enemies to our bodies. So, free radicals, they are very bad enemies. Chemicals from agricultural residues, they are very bad enemies to our bodies. So let's go ahead with this topic. Inflammation is a normal and beneficial process that occurs when the white blood cells and the chemicals in your body work to protect you from bacteria, viruses, and other invaders, so that they will not wreak havoc on your system. Meaning, inflammation is one of the scenario between the fight of immune system and the invaders. So whenever that issue happens, it's like a crime scene where immune system is fighting enemy. That's the area which is producing inflammation. In Kinyarwanda say aho inyamaswa ebyiri z'inyambaraga zirwaniye, ibyatsi birahababarira. Aho abasirikari barwaniye n'ibidutera, amaserire yacu, tissues zirahababarira. That is the meaning of inflammation. Even though mwihangane iki tuzakiba hano mu Kinyarwanda cyuzuye, nako nakari gaciyemo hano muri English presentation. However, inflammation can become troublesome when it gets out of hand. Meaning when it becomes excessive, it becomes a problem. Chronic inflammation can actually lead to obesity, cancer, and heart disease. Believe it or not, it's actually the leading cause of death in the US, Africa, Europe, Asia, and in the whole world today. So, you have a lot of evidence about this issue. It is important to understand that your diet actually plays a significant role on whether you become prone to chronic inflammation or not. By eating healthy, wholesome foods that helps combat inflammation, you can help protect your body from becoming host of chronic illnesses. So, what are the best anti-inflammatory foods you should consume regularly? Here are some of what some doctors who did deep research on this recommend. Here are 7 anti-inflammatory foods to add to your diet. Follow this. These 7 anti-inflammatory foods, according to some doctors who did research on it, deserve a special mention for their ability to prevent inflammation. Number 1, leaf greens. Always I tell you about leaf greens. Yesterday I talked about this. You remember this? It's among the leaf greens, but it's a herb. It's called what? Remember, Artemisia annua. Leaf greens. Here they mention sweet chard, kale, spinach, collards greens are some green veggies that contain powerful flavonoids, antioxidants. Even sukuma wiki and dodo and isoji, they are among the leaf greens which can be powerful. And another one, you should not forget the Plantago major, which I have said and I repeat again. Start planting Plantago major. I will tell you the secret about it. Plantago major. Do not forget Artemisia annua. Those are the secret I'm telling you behind this. And even stinging nettle among the green leaf you need to help yourself to prevent these things. So they contain powerful flavonoids, antioxidants, carotenoids, and vitamin C. These nutrients help protect against cellular damage. The cellular damage can result into many diseases, including cancer. Doctors advise you choosing organic, locally grown. Organic, locally grown, not those overspread of chemicals. No, organic, locally grown vegetables that are in season, and eat them raw. You should eat them raw, right? Such as in salads, such as in smoothies and green juices, even sauté. Number 2, animal-based omega-3 fats like wild Alaskan salmon and krill oil. Those are fish liver oil, which are very safe for health. To prevent blood clotting in the body, including in the brain, and stop and put a barrier to stroke, which is affecting people in these days. You know, clotting factors in these days because of stress is very high. Clotting rate of blood in many people is very high. So this fish liver oil can be beneficial for you and for your parents, for your friends and your neighbors. According to a 2012 study published in the Scandinavian Journal of Gastroenterology, dietary supplementation of krill oil, fish liver oil, which is one of the top fish oil which is used in America, used by many doctors in America, in the US, United States of America, helps reduce inflammation and oxidative stress effectively. Number 3, blueberries. When we talk about blueberries, remember the blackberries, remember the strawberries, even tuckberries. Those can be helpful. Tuckberries, intagara sodium. Compared to other vegetables and fruits, fresh blueberries and other berries we have said rate very high in antioxidant capacity. They also contain less sugar than other fruits. There's number 4, matcha tea. That is Chinese tea. This nutrient-rich green tea from Japan has as much as 17 times the antioxidant of wild blueberries and other berries we have said, and 7 times more than dark chocolate. Another green choice is Naturaly tea. Naturaly tea. That is basilic. This is a family of basilic. Yeah. See, abundant in India, Africa, and Europe. Turusi is very important. You know, it fights stress. It fights also depression. So it can fight even cancer. Turusi tea, basilic, which is loaded with anti-inflammatory, antioxidants, and micronutrients, not macro, micronutrients that promote immune function and heart health. Number 5, traditionally fermented vegetables and other cultured foods. Friends, I always tell you that please make sure that even just on your meal, make sure that you have consumed something which is fermented, home fermented, like cereals or vegetables. You can ferment sorghum, you can ferment millet, you can ferment wheat, you can ferment even oats, you can ferment stinging nettle, you can ferment cabbage, you can ferment dodo, you can ferment even this Artemisia annua, and you drink the water which is fermented into those herbs to help rebuild your flora, intestinal flora. Those are beneficial bacteria which help the body to absorb vitamin B12, vitamin K, those lipophilic vitamins, vitamin A, retinol, vitamin K, and vitamin B12. If you do not have a healthy flora, you cannot have those vitamins I've said. So some doctors say that optimize your gut flora is crucial for a well-functional immune system and warding off chronic inflammation. Some of the best fermented foods are pickled, sauerkraut, miso, kimchi, natto, and kefir, and yogurt made from raw milk. So you can make yogurt from soya milk, yogurt from coconut milk, yogurt from cow milk, which is, you know very well, the source. Yeah. There is one place here in Rwanda where I used to buy very perfect milk. If you want to know that area, I will direct you. But it's in a town there, in the city of Kigali. Near, it's just in the building in the front of Kigali City Tower. Opposite Kigali City Tower, there is an area there where they sell perfect milk, cow milk, with perfect quality. So, for those who are outside Kigali, I don't know about where you are, but for here in Rwanda, we have one area where we can get that milk to make this very good fermented milk in that area. I used to send people there, and all people who bought milk from there, they told me it's good, it's perfect. And myself, I have used it many years, and I can testify it. Yeah. So it is in fact in Rubangura buildings in the town there. Yeah. So people who know that area, they immediately know where to find that milk, which is very perfect to ferment and get better intestinal flora. Okay. Doctor recommend that. Yeah, I was talking about that milk and the way you can get it here in Rwanda. I don't know where you live, where I can get. So you try other things I've said. These foods are also effective correlators that help eliminate toxins, heavy metals, and pesticides that promote inflammation. Number 6, Secet mushroom. Secet mushroom, you can get them when they are dry or fresh. Those are in fact the other black mushroom you see people selling locally, and in the supermarkets they are there. You can find them, Secet mushroom. They are black in color. Ergothionein, that is a chemical compound in the Secet mushroom. A compound found in the Secet helps discourage inflammation by inhibiting oxidative stress. These mushrooms also contain unique nutrients like copper metal. Look at this. This is a copper. So let's talk about that. In fact, copper deficiency can be a significant factor in development of coronary heart disease. So copper can help the body, and it helps the body to fight and to prevent coronary heart disease. So when you have a deficiency in copper, definitely you develop that problem. When you have abundant copper, you have to balance it with zinc. Because I wear copper on my body, because of inflammation I have, I make sure that I consume zinc containing food to balance my copper. So for the people who were asking, why are you wearing copper everywhere? Because of chronic inflammation I have for 27 years. I have to protect myself, because if I have found something which can help, so I don't mind about what people talk about. I mind about my health and my creator. That's all. So you can start consuming these things which contain copper, so that if you want to balance your copper in your body. By the way, number 7, garlic. Garlic. There are over 170 studies that support the healing benefits of garlic, known for its antiviral, it fights viruses, antibacterial, antioxidants properties. Garlic has been treasured for centuries because its medicinal uses. Garlic healing properties come from its sulfur containing compound like allicin, which produces a free radical scavenging compound called sulfenic acid. Sulfenic acid, that is a compound which scavenges free radicals from garlic. That's the reason we tell you, even that fermented food, remember, put garlic. Consume garlic daily. Do not mind about the people who say that it is smelling bad. Forget about them. Consume what can help you. Forget about what they tell you. Because when you will be suffering, they will just come to visit you. But when you go down, they will no longer come to see you. When you die, they will go to bury you. But when you consume them, okay, you will get better, and you continue to live with others. So choose. The choice is yours. But when you say the smell is bad, it's okay. It is bad. God did not make a mistake by putting that smell in garlic. It is put there purposely to help your body, not to annoy you or your friends. It is to help you. Even this COVID, when you consume plenty garlic, no one with COVID can contaminate you, because of that smell ward off those viruses, and they cannot approach you because of that arsen, that compound which is coming out from you. It is very noxious to viruses and bacteria, and they cannot affect you. That's the secret Indians have. That's the secret Chinese have. That's the secret Arabs have. But African people, they say, no, we don't have to annoy our friends. Make happy your friend, but make unhappy your body. Choose what you can make happy, and you can whom you cannot, you want to make unhappy. Me, I can choose to make my body happy and make other people unhappy, because when my body is not unhappy, no one will come to make my body happy. Spice up your diet with herbs and spices. Did you know that flavoring your meals with spices can actually upgrade the nutritional content without adding a single calorie? Herbs and spices actually contain vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that can maximize the nutrients density and your meals. Most spices are also known for their unique medicinal qualities. 1 week-long experiment conducted by researchers from 3 universities revealed the powerful benefits of herbs and spices after feeding 10 to 12 subjects a small amount of a particular spice each day and studying the blood samples for antioxidant capacity. The researchers found that 4 spices were significantly effective at quelling the inflammatory response, even if consumed in everyday dosage. Amount of these are cloves, ginger, rosemary, and turmeric. Therefore, another earlier study published in the Journal of Medicinal Foods found that consuming spices and herb extracts is directly correlated to inhibiting glycation and blocking the formation of advanced glycation and compound, meaning these are potent preventers of premature aging and heart disease. Being liberal in your use of high quality herbs and spices is one simple way to boost the quality of your food. They are an inexpensive secret weapon that just about everyone can take advantage of, says doctors who did research on this. Bottom line, a health diet can reduce your risk of chronic inflammation. What you don't eat can also have a significant impact on you and on your risk of chronic inflammation. So even if you consume healthy foods and add herbs and spices to your foods, you can still be at risk of inflammation if you continue to eat highly processed foods loaded with damaging ingredients. So those highly processed food you buy in the supermarkets, they add on an insult to an injury. Remember, most processed foods today contain pro-inflammatory ingredients like high processed soy products, high fructose corn syrup, and trans fats. Trans fats, when we talk about that, trans fats, those margarine, those all fats, oils you use, you know them. Huh? Those cheese, those mayonnaise, they add on inflammation on your body. If you are prone to inflammation, please give up those foods and reduce the risk of inflammation in your body. The trans fats, other chemicals, and other chemicals additives. Doctors recommend you, those who did research on it, recommend you to give up those things, including the following: avoid refined sugar, processed fructose, and grains, which can wreak havoc on your insulin levels and cause insulin resistance, a primary driver of chronic inflammation. Remember, whenever you have a lot of skin tags, black skin tags around the neck, it is a very bad sign of insulin resistance advanced, which will promote diabetes mellitus into your body. That is the secret you should keep in mind. Oxidized cholesterol. Oxidized cholesterol. That oil you burn when you cook, that fried food you eat every day. There is one journal I read in 2005, but the journal was released in 2002. They were saying that chips is as deadly as cigarette, meaning the oxidative stress compound into that food is equal to what is in tobacco and cigarette. So when you eat fried food every day, there is no difference between you and the one who consumes cigarette every day. You consume the same compound, the same poison. The difference is this: the time of damaging your body. For those with cigarette, it will come quickly. For those with the food, it will take long. But the effect is the same, damaging your body. I will show you how the body divide the things, the systems which are affected. So in this video, I will not put the plant, but I will put how the body function, and you see the system which are affected by oxidation. That's only those things I will put in this video, that we will see. You will never see any food in this video. No, just here and see the those animations I will put in it. Oxidized cholesterol, such as from overcooked, scrambled eggs. Those eggs you cook by making omelette, please. If you cook omelette, make sure put a lot of garlic and onions so that they may promote the scavenger of those oxidative chemicals which are produced when you cook that omelette. That's a secret. That's me. I consume omelette and special, but cooked with a lot of onions and garlic. Trans fats, those oils which in nature they are liquid, but they modify them into hard. So those they add hydrogen to make them hard, and the more they become hard when they were liquid, they become acidic and they promote inflammation into your body. That is margarine. Margarine you consume every day. It has trans fat. The blue band you give your children. So that's why do not be surprised when your children are suffering from rheumatism because of consuming a lot of inflammation promoting foods every day. Foods cooked at temperatures using vegetable oil like corn, peanuts, and soy oil. Normally these oils are safe in nature, but when you denature them. Denaturing them meaning you put in high heat, and the chains which are binding acidity, which are binding the fatty acids which are bound together with bonds, those bonds are cut off because of heat. Then you promote the entering of oxygen into the chain of those fatty acids. Then the oil becomes oxidized, meaning it becomes noxious to your health, and will result into promotion of inflammation into your body. To help you get started on eating healthy foods, doctors recommend following the nutritional plan you are given by specialists who are specialized in this issue, including those doctors around you who did deep research, who are in research every day. So hear them and follow their advice. And you can go on net and you find some specialized doctors who give you some advice to follow. Thank you so much for following us. Let me give you this issue. Because we don't want this video to be very long, allow me not to add anything else, especially those animation I was telling you. Just allow me to upload it the way it is, like this. Just follow me by what I'm telling you and put into practice. So we are going to make a copy of this in Kinyarwanda.